As you guys already know that the Goblin Drill is one of the most annoying cards in Clash Royale, but you probably didn't know that it's synergized even better with Lava Hound. A lot of people are running Valkyrie, Bowler, Dark Prince, all these ground counters to Goblin Drill. You know what happens? They don't shoot up.
I have the high ground.
So when you go for a Lava Hound and a whole bunch of air cards, they probably just lose the game straight up. And the best part is, your opponent is not going to be able to get value on your side of the map with the Goblin Drill because you've got guards and minions.
You have no power here.
When you counter a Goblin Drill with either of those cards and then drop your own Goblin Drill, you can just take a tower because they're going to be so busy defending the Lava Hound on the other side. So let's go jump straight some games and assert some dominance. And a huge thank you to everyone that's using creator code SirTag. Creator code SirTag massively upgrades the editing and allows me to consistently upload What are words? My baby dragon believes in me. I gotta do it. I gotta make it happen for the memes, guys. It's a simple sentence. I know I can say it.
One eternity later.
Creator code SirTag massively upgrades the editing and allows me to consistently upload daily videos. So thank you guys so much for supporting me and making it all possible. Hey, we got a game here against Julian. What is going on, my dude? Where Sauce out of good luck and immediately dropped the Goblin Drill emote because he already knows what's coming for him. Everyone and their mother is running this card still. It needs an emergency nerf now. So he's gonna basically all in here. I have to go for minions. And the good thing about this is the balloon dies, the skeleton barrel gives him no value or damage, and then he has to deal with the counter push of the brawler and the baby dragon. So if we bait out the musketeer like that, I was hoping the baby dragon would lock onto that instead of the tower. I was so vibing with that because I was like, okay, now we can Lava Hound in a safe distance because we know that that musketeer is going to be damaged down to the point that we don't care about it. If he drills me, we are in a really bad spot because my guards are the best answer to the drill. You just simply drop them behind the tower and you're vibing. But I don't think he's got drill. I don't think he does because we've seen bats, we've seen skeleton barrel balloon, which is a really cheesy combination, and I don't think that you have room for another cheese card, bro. I just don't believe in you. So I'm gonna arrow depending on what you do here. Oh wow, you're gonna Mega Knight and maybe bats? No, you cycled bats earlier. Yeah, the bats just died into the fly machine, so you're just gonna all in here. So we're in a Goblin Cage. We definitely have to arrow this too. I think that the Brawler is gonna have his work cut out for him. I don't know if he's able to kill the Mega Knight in time. Yes, let's go! And then the Lava Hound gets targeted, so the Goblin Brawler is gonna be able to finish off the Musketeer. One more tap, baby! That's what I'm talking about. The 1 HP hero, his dreams and memes are firmly rooted in reality with that damage. And I'm loving how this is looking. So now I can go for like a minions plus Goblin Drill push. This looks really scuffed because it is. It's not really a combination that you see very often. But today, we are switching up the tables. We are flipping the script and forcing out a skeleton barrel to go backwards towards the goblins.
Hey, that's pretty good.
That's a ridiculous amount of damage, and we baited out 5 elixir from him still. I love this deck. It is extremely fun to play. I would say that, you know, if you're playing a Lava Hound deck with Goblin Drill, most people are expecting like Golem or, you know, the Minor Control Firecracker deck. No one expects this thing, so it's cool to have innovative cards like guards that I actually forgot existed. I thought they were like a Tyrannosaurus Rex, you know, kind of just out of this game, never to be seen again. But little did I know that they're back in business and they're doing a lot of value. So we're able to follow up with a fly machine here and easily go in for minions to finish that off. He's going to be able to get more value, but it's fine. I think this is okay. I think this is moderately acceptable. If we get a Sublime Arrows here, not even good enough. I did arrow on everything that I wanted to, but I mean, it still wasn't what we needed. So I'm going to Lava Hound in the middle. We've got double Lava Hound sauce. I definitely have to follow up with a Baby Dragon to finish off those bats. And I think we can make this happen. He's going to Mega Knight, and that'll just straight up die, right? With 15 seconds remaining, you have to Lava Hound counter, and you also want to go for a balloon on us, so let's get a minions here with the Goblin Drill getting on your tower. There's no way that you can stop that. I mean, the Goblin Drill by itself is scary, but when we've got a Lava Hound coming with it, oh, dude, you better be cowering in fear because we have all the power. GG, well played and peace out. Dude, if you were alive for 3 more seconds, you wouldn't have been alive anymore. You would have been sent to the Shadow Realm. This new Lava Hound deck is so disgustingly powerful. Hey, let's go, guys. So we got a game here, and we're suss out a good luck. Right out of the gate, we want to figure out what our opponent's got, but I can also drop a Goblin Drill like it's a hot potato because it's broken. We're going to get guaranteed damage here regardless. And look at that. He's dropping Zappies. How much damage is he about to take? Is he going to lose like half of his tower and lose the Zappies and get no counter push? Probably, right? That's just what happens with this game. So I'm going to go in for a cage right on top of your... I guess you're not going to spam a graveyard. Wow. I thought you were going to go for a graveyard cannon card push. I was holding my breath there. I was like, okay,
Where's the graveyard cannon cart? I've seen this a million times, brother.
But no, you're not running that, so I'm a little bit bewildered and shook by what you're running, brother. We're going to go for minions, and we can easily go for guards in the middle. So guards are just one of those cards that people don't expect. No one's really properly braced for it. It counters the E-barbs with the minions very effectively, and it allows me to go in for a Lava Hound or a Drill. I'd rather just go for the Drill because it gets that damage like everyone. Everyone does it, and we do it better with our Drill. So we'll just show you the wave. We'll show you the strategies. Look at the pure skill gameplay, guys. Those goblins are taking down the tower like a snack and a half. And he's going to go in for his own drill, and that's fine. I think that you're going to get a lot of damage with it, but if I can go in for minions to annihilate your goblins, we're still chilling. So make sure that you either drop guards or minions on it, or you lose your entire tower. That is the rule of the duel. It's not even like Lava Hound Cycle anymore. It's straight up Drill Cycle. So we're going to drill down those Zappies really fast with the arrows, and I believe that's a good play for us because we get damage on the tower. We don't have to worry about the Zappies counter push. There's not much you can do there. So I think it's still going to be like, I don't know. What is this? We've got E-barbs with a very aggressive cannon card. Like, this is probably going to be just straight up bridge spam with no real win condition. But I haven't seen anything like this in a while. So we're just going to play a bit more passive. We have the ability to do that. When we have cage, we can just passively cycle that and be like, hey, sir, we cordially invite you to our side of the map. How about you have a warm glass of damage on your tower? And it just keeps cycling Royale recruits in the back. So this is really good for me because I can build up a massive push. The baby dragon and the fly machine will give us value, and then we can minions the body block. So I can afford a Lava Hound here, and you're not going to be able to kill our stuff. So the only scary thing about this is the fact that the Royale recruits on the other side they're a little bit stronger than our guards. So we're going to drop our guards here, and then we go Goblin Drill in the other lane because I can almost guarantee we take the tower on the left. Let's take both towers at the same time. Let's do it. So he's not happy. He's dropping E-barbs to counter the Goblin Drill. That's how hated it is in Clash Royale. When someone has a Lava Hound, Baby Dragon, plus Fly Machine push on the other side, he doesn't even care about this. He's like, I hate that drill with every fiber of my body. No matter what, even if I lose the game, I'm going to defend that. So he drops everything to counter it.
Prepare for trouble!
And he barely even counters it. Like, his tower is at shambles, 700 HP. Such a fun strategy, guys. Lava Hound with Goblin Drill is the new best vibe, especially with guards, a card that everyone thought was dead. We've resurrected, and they rise from the ashes like a phoenix. GG, well played, and peace out, man.
I'm alive! I'm alive!
Hey, let's go, guys. So Lava has asserted dominance to the next level with this deck. If you go for a Lava Hound in the back, usually your opponent's like,
Okay, it's going to be a clone deck.
little do they know that the Goblin Drill has made this deck so much better than it's ever been before.
Really, let me have it.
So, I can go in for a Fly Machine, annihilate his Baby Dragon. That's a 4 elixir investment that just dies. Doesn't give him any value. Now he's down 4 elixir with the Lava Hound coming at him. He's dropping the Valkyrie, and it's going to go really far away from the Drill. That's his best answer to it. I think he just loses the game. As we said before, guys, most people... Oh, he's going to have Boulder and Valkyrie. This guy is a wise sir, but is he wise enough to have an answer to all of the air stuff too? So either they overcommit and they defend against the Goblin Drill, or they actually have answers to the Lava Hound, but nothing for the Drill. It's pretty funny. So yeah, you guys are seeing us just straight up take a tower. He had phenomenal answers to the Drill with the Valkyrie, and I guess you're going to activate King Tower here. Yeah, you did do that, but like, I mean, we're going to take the tower anyway, right? Oh. I love that. I love the audacity for this man to still spend the 3 elixir investment, lose the tower, and be like,
Yeah, I'm going to activate King Tower prematurely for this moment.
it's so crazy that he thinks that he can defend that tower. Either they're going to have answers for the Lava Hound or they're going to have answers for the Drill. Very rarely are they going to be able to answer both of them. And as you guys can see, I think that he is focusing primarily on countering Goblin Drill because it's such a fast cycle card that everyone's running in their deck. Most people are not running Lava Hound these days, so I can maybe go opposite lane with the Drill and Guards push. This looks really awkward and funky and clunky, but let me tell you guys, Guards plus Miner does a lot of damage, and Guards plus Drill is even better because now the Goblins get on the tower, and he's like, wait, I have to counter the Guards or I have to counter the Goblins. I can't counter both. So look at the Valkyrie, guys. He dropped a Valkyrie, mind you, to counter that, and we just took out his entire tower. So with a 8 elixir investment, if you're up 4, they can't counter it, no matter what they have. Even if they have the best answer in Clash Royale, aka the Valkyrie, they kind of lose. So this guy's going to drill right into minions. That is what I'm talking about, baby. Let's see how he tries to make this happen. The minion is going to be tanking. we are going to be able to shut down the Inferno Dragon pretty rapidly. The minions still tanky. For 3 elixir, we crushed a Goblin Drill, Graveyard, and Inferno Dragon push. That is effectively all of his elixir. That's over 10 elixir for 3. That's what I'm talking about. This deck is disgustingly strong on defense against Goblin Drill, and it uses it better than any other deck that I've seen. So if you guys want to win more games, look no further. Run this Lava Hound Goblin Drill deck and propel yourself up hundreds of trophies faster than you guys have ever done before. And after that win streak, we are currently at 9,000 in the world.
9,000?
Hey, we got another one here, so you guys already know the deal. If I have Lava Hound in my starting hand, we are kind of going to wait a little bit. Maybe goes Drill as the starting play, and we'll counter it, and then we get amazing counter push. But not likely after he drops Skeletons. We have minions for it, so it's fine for us to go for the Lava Hound in the back. Hello, he's going to Musketeer right into me. Let's go. So we can drill on it, and we can go and drop a Fly Machine or a Baby Dragon. The Baby Dragon is a little bit more robust of people running like Fireball, so I might go and vibe with that. I could also alternatively just go in for a Fly Machine. I'm going to Baby Dragon. Yeah, I'm just going to go with that. And then we can drill in the back. So if the drill plus minions counter push gives us enough value, I think we snag maybe just 1 tower here. I don't know which one he's going to try to defend, but he's going to take a ton of damage. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You defend, you make sure that you counter push with minions or guards with the drill, and they basically guarantee a tower. There's like no way for them to defend everything here.
No, that's a lot of damage.
It's too much crap coming at him. He overcommits with the drill because it's 5 elixir. You don't want to be the first person to drop the drill. That's one thing that I've noticed with this deck. If you are, quite often you're going to like lose to a Dark Prince counter push or a Valkyrie counter push, or as you guys saw, minions plus drill counter push. That's what we like to see. So he's going to have Mortar. I generally like going other lane into it, but it doesn't really matter. He's not going to be able to pull this as effectively as he wants. And yeah, this is really good, thankfully. Oh my goodness. Look at the guards, guys. Completely counter the drill. No issues, no questions asked. Guards are the real MVP with this deck. So if you guys haven't used guards into drill, you drop them in the back. It counters the goblins in the front. It counters them in the back. And obviously, unlike skeletons, it doesn't immediately die. So that's a pretty good vibe. So I'm going to go for a drill right on top of the musketeer. He's going to drop a Valkyrie. It's going to go closer to our side of the map instead of the drill. And I think we can arrow on top of the bomber here. So that's what I'm going to vibe with. If we finish off the bomber, we're definitely going to have a good interaction here. The baby dragon's going to lock.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine. You're not really fine.
And the musketeer. And look at all of that value. So I knew the guy had fireball. That's why I didn't drop the fly machine earlier on. If you guys just sense it, you have that gamer instinct, the mobile gaming athlete reflexes. You make it happen for the memes and you just know. So we're going to go for guards again. We're just going to shut down the goblins. The goblin always spawns in the back as well. So if you guys are cognizant of that, make sure you drop your Valkyrie or whatever you're defending the goblin drill with in the back, so you minimize the amount of value that they get. So I'm going to fly machine off to the side, so when he fireballs, he's not going to hit as much as he wants. I can easily go in for a cage here, so then he isn't going to fireball that. He's just going to fireball the wrong thing again. We can drill afterward. It's going to tank for all of the pups. We're going to be able to shut down the musketeer, and I can easily arrow on top of the bomber. So he's got a really good answer for the drill, but he doesn't have anything for the lava hound, guys. He's literally running bomber to counter the drill, and that doesn't work, dude. We drill through with the damage, and we are mining for gold out here. The miner would be proud. So we're gonna lava hound just to tag, and I think that he's gonna all in again because he has to, but the musketeer isn't gonna lock on. He's gonna fireball guards, and that was a really good play on his end, not gonna lie, but if the minions come down, you just lose the game. So Chi-Chi, well played, and peace out, buddy. He went for a drill fireball to break through guards. That's how broken guards are on defense. He couldn't stop us from breaking the tower, guys, and we are keeping up the streak. Now we are currently 7,700 in the world, and we aren't stopping anytime soon. All right, guys, so we got another game here. This guy doesn't even have a clan, so we have to lay down the smackdown with the lava hound in the back. Because no matter what you do, we have answers to it. So we can guards or we can minions. I think it's a lot better to minions here. We're going to eat the damage for the team because now we goblin drill in the back. We've got minions plus goblin drill on the right-hand side, and we have a full HP lava hound on the other side. He dropped so much elixir, and I think his tower is about to drop too. This is ridiculously difficult for this man to defend. If you want to go for Electro Dragon, we snipe it from a distance with the flying machine. I don't think the fly machine even gets hit by the Electro Dragon for a while. So yeah, this is really good stuff. Maybe if we arrow, we can kill it. I think that it dies. I think it dies and the fly machine stays alive. Wow. That is what I'm talking about. Our 1 HP hero. That was a really feisty interaction on my end. And I haven't played Lava Hound enough to know that. I was just doing it from feel instead of memorizing interactions. So I'm glad that we got that one. Sometimes a lot of like pro players that play Lava Hound 24/7, they're like, yeah, so
I know. I've played this interaction a million times. Of course it's going to work out this way. I'm like,
okay, I feel like arrows should be able to kill the Electro Dragon there, and it worked out really well. So it's very satisfying to be able to have that type of vibe happening. I feel like because we're winning so much today, I'm just like, you know, feeling myself and making plays that are a bit more aggressive, and they're working out well too. So we can cage here. I should be able to go and pull everything, and I might want to go in for a fly machine here, or I could go for minions. I think fly machine is a little bit better. It's going to be able to shut this down, and the minions will just die to a baby dragon, so I'm really not about that life. Actually, the fly machine is going to kill the baby dragon too, guys. Every single interaction that I had wanted right now is going in my way. Oh, actually, besides the baby dragon not dying to the fly machine. Right when I say that, it just noped out of there real fast. So I'm going to Goblin drill. I'm going to go for minions on the other side because I can almost guarantee that this is going to be an issue with the Electric Dragon, right? The Bomber and the Electric Dragon die to these arrows, so it's worth it for sure. Just want to be able to finish that off. And the Goblins are tanking for Marvin the Minion. Let's go, guys. What a clean game on our end. So I can go in for another set of Lava Hound and then just try to defend the other side. I want to apply aggression and not go in the same lane as them because I don't want to build up a Dark Prince Electric Dragon Bomber push that I just can't possibly conceive of a way of defending. So I'm going to go for the cage here. Hopefully we can pull everything off to the side and maybe I have Baby Dragon here. I'm going to guards immediately. And then I think what I do is I have Baby Dragon and then I minions because the Baby Dragon's going to die to the minions. Actually, I targeted one of the minions somehow, some way. I don't like that. I don't appreciate that. I don't respect that. All right, we're going to fly machine off to the side, so tanks for the targeting. And then I can arrows depending on what happens. Okay, yeah. I definitely just want to go in for a Lava Hound again and then go in for a cage. And we should be fine because the Dark Prince is not going to be able to lock onto our tower.
Prepare for trouble.
Make it double.
Double Lava Hound dominance, guys. And that's what I'm talking about. If you guys are scared about Golem, Dark Prince, Electric Dragon with all the splash damage that they could ever ask for and counters to your Goblin Drill, Lava Hound will save the day. GG, well played and peace out. Guy was way lower than me in trophies, only 27 there, but we keep up the streak, and that's what we love about this deck. It is so utterly dominant. Mr. Sir Baby Dragon commands you guys to drop a fat thumbs up on the video to support the channel. Subscribe for more content just like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.